You know what, chat? Fuck it. I'm ready for more punishment. Why not? Some punishment just ended. Give me more punishment. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. We got through the LeBron era. Chat's 4-0. How about the old Steph era? Why not? Why not? I got people telling me in chat that, hey, watching us kick your ass is fun. Fuck it. Let's have fun at my expense. But, you fucks, if you're not following already, fucking follow. And if you're not subscribed, fucking subscribe. If you got a primer, you better fucking use that shit. I'm being nice. Just roll Toogie versus Crash now. No, I like torturing Crash over the fact that he really, really, really wants that to happen. And the answer is no. And you know why? Because he is directly responsible for you guys winning at least one of the eras, if not two. So fuck you, Crash Andrews. You played yourself. Put a quarter in your ass. You dumb played yourself. Thank you for the primer. Eat shit, Crash Andrews. We head to the new why does this exist Steph Curry era. It's fucking stupid. It's lazy. That's NBA 2K. Stupid and fucking lazy. Shout out to Greggy for the primer as well. Seriously, why the fuck does this era exist? God damn it, 2K. You're so lazy. You're so lazy. This era should not exist. But it does. So here we are. Let's just do a JUCO run. I don't have time to switch to college football before hockey comes out. That's the big issue. I do not have time. I do not have time before the NHLs drop. So, let's see here. 2016-17. This one has the most downloads. Just add an error instead of fixing things. Correct. Correct. Who do I trust here? Do I trust old Death Cupcake? It is the most downloaded one. I think we go with old Death Cupcake for this roster. The go-karts took all the dev time. They sure did. Those very, very important go-karts. So important. The most important. But, alright, as we do, we need to get all of this fun stuff set up. So All-Star City selection, catch-up scouting, contract options are good, draft is good, combine to automatic, draft signings, off expansion drafts, also off for agent signings, the FIBA is what it is, Hoop Summit, Jersey retirements, league meeting, league reassignment, lottery tournament, player progression, player retirement, pre-draft workouts, qualifying offers, staff retirement, staff signings, and summer league on automatic. And we drop the draft class quality for now. And that is that. And that is that. Cool beans. All right, so you know how this works. Obviously, people are going to be pretty damn familiar with the rosters because this did not happen all that long ago. But let's go over what these rosters look like, and we will take it from there, right? Right. So again, this era starts in the 2016-17 season. This is what the Philadelphia 76ers look like. And again, eligible teams will be whoever did not make the playoffs in the real-life season, and any team that we have already used becomes ineligible. So no playoff team from that actual season, and no franchises that we have already been in the past. Otherwise, non-playoff teams fill out the deal. So, unsurprisingly, as was mentioned in the chat, the Philadelphia 76ers are on the board. They were in the middle of the process. The Sixers will be an eligible team. Up next, the Milwaukee Bucks will not be an eligible team for relatively obvious reasons with the top three that they have. Maybe top two, you could argue, with disrespect to Jabari Parker. The Chicago Bulls are not eligible. They made the playoffs in this season behind Jimmy Butler and a very old D. Wade. The Cleveland Cavaliers are not eligible. Not only did they make the playoffs, but of course they were once controlled by one of our two teams, led by LeBron and World B. Flat. 1 second here. There we go. And hey, some guy who can't fucking do shit in the playoffs. The Boston Celtics are not available. They were the top team in the regular season in the East that year. Behind, go figure, Isaiah Thomas, Al Horford, NBA champion Al Horford, and others. How the hell was this team that good? I have no idea. The Clippers are ineligible, of course, because Chad has already won a title with them. Fuck Chris Paul. Fuck Kevin Love. There's Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan. The Memphis Grizzlies are not available. They made the playoffs in this season with Marc Gasol and Mike Conley and old Zach Randolph as well. The Atlanta Hawks are not eligible. They made the playoffs this year with Paul Millsap, Dwight Howard, and company. The Miami Heat are eligible. The Heat will be on the wheel. Having lost LeBron, they missed out on the playoffs. Ron Dragic, Hassan Whiteside, and of course Chris Bosh got stranded there. The Charlotte Hornets are eligible with Kemba Walker at the top. Nick Batum. What if we did it where you had to keep one player? Eventually, you might not be able to, though, if they don't want to re-sign with you, so wouldn't quite work. The Utah Jazz are ineligible with Touch the Microphone and Gordon Hayward leading the way. The Sacramento Kings are eligible. Could be a decent little situation there, or it could be another Kevin Love situation. Build around what's there. Yeah, but eventually if that player wants, like if Rudy Gay wants to leave, then it's like, oh, well, the guy that I wanted to keep left, and he doesn't want to re-sign. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, keep them until they leave? Like, that might only be one season, though. Personally, I don't really see the fun in it. The New York Knicks are eligible. Surprise, surprise. Might just change strategy. I don't really think so. But who knows? Anthony, Pengus, Tengus, D. Rose. The Los Angeles Lakers are eligible. Having missed the playoffs that season. Boy, what a team. What a team. The fucking Lakers are at that point, eh? Jesus. The Orlando Magic are eligible. The Magic missed the playoffs. They are eligible. Serge Ibaka and his band of merry men. The Dallas Mavericks are ineligible. They did miss the playoffs, but of course, I controlled them in a prior era. Chat controlled them. I controlled the Rockets. Good old Dirk Nowitzki. Old Dirk Nowitzki. The Brooklyn Nets are eligible. God, they were bad. Never mind. The Nets will be on the wheel. They were bad. Dead last in the East. The old Brooklyn Nets with Brooklyn Lopez, and Jeremy Lin. What a time. The Denver Nuggets are eligible. Oh my God, the Nuggets are eligible, huh? Well, God forbid. God forbid it lands on the Nuggets with 21-year-old Joker. Fuck's sake. Whew. The Indiana Pacers are ineligible, having made the playoffs this year. Paul George, Jeff Teague, and company. So, there you go. The Nolans Pelicans are eligible, having missed the playoffs. The Pelicans are there. Maybe there'll be some redemption for Anthony Davis, who's to say. The Detroit Pistons are eligible. They will be on the wheel. Andre Drummond, Tobias Harris. Not much else. The Toronto Raptors, ineligible for both reasons. Oh, what a team. What a team. The Houston Rockets are ineligible. They made the playoffs this year. Prime Beard. Oh, God, that's right. They had Nene on that team. Holy shit. The San Antonio Spurs are ineligible, having made the playoffs that year. Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge, Pau Gasol. The Phoenix Suns are eligible. They were dead last in the Western Conference in this real-life season. At least you got 19-year-old Devin Booker. The Oklahoma City Thunder, ineligible, having made the playoffs that season. Westbrook, Steven Adams, Oladipo, and Scanter. The Minnesota Timberwolves are, of course, ineligible because they fucking choked. Oh, they choked. Boy, didn't they choke. The Portland Trailblazers are ineligible. They made the playoffs that year with Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum. And the Golden State Warriors are, of course, ineligible as all hell, and God help whoever ends up in the fucking Western Conference. God help them. And, of course, the Washington Wizards are ineligible because I had previously used them. So, as we always do, we will spin the wheel twice. And because chat won the last era, chat will get to decide who they want. Team number 1, the Detroit Pistons. The Detroit Pistons are on the board. And team number 2 will be the Denver Nuggets. Pistons versus Nuggets. In this timeline, do you guys want the Detroit Pistons, again led by Drummond, Tobias Harris and company, or do you want the Jokic-led Nuggets? You do have to deal with the West, but you do get the Joker out of it. So basically, you get to deal with the same fucking problem I just dealt with. You get a really good big man. I had Kevin Love. You get Jokic. Similar ratings. Obviously, Jokic is the better player. And you have to deal with the fucking death squad in the Western Conference. Very similar to what I just dealt with. So we got Nuggets and Pistons. While you guys are voting on that, I'll, of course, get everything set up as it needs to be set up. And we will get the 2017 draft class in there. We'll show you how to do it. Hey, if you pull it off, fair enough. Of course, there is a chance the Warriors won't stick together. You know, their players are older, but we'll see. And in a landslide, it will be Denver. It will be. Let's go with fucking Wang Chao, apparently. We'll go with that particular roster. So it will be Chat's Nuggets against my Pistons. Pin that message for a while so people don't keep asking. Only fitting to get Joker after we drafted the last era. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Everything there was fine. It's just that second one. Team, prospect scouting, staff management, lineup automation's fine. Nothing on roster automation. If it saved. I don't know if it saved. It did not. Of course it didn't. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Did you save this time? Thank you. All right. Well, let's get acclimated and familiarized with our new rosters and everything going on. Of course, Golden State is the team to beat in this era. It will be Chat's Nuggets at 23, my Pistons at 24. So apparently we're pretty close, except, you got fucking Nikola Jokic, for fuck's sake. Apparently Chow Wang's actual dude. Good to know. Good to know. We'll go to prospect scouting. That's awesome that dude basically trolled everybody with this most downloaded class, and literally it has a guy named Chow Wang. Good troll, sir. Masterful gambit. So we'll go with Christian. Christian. So this draft, of course, Jason Tatum, Lonzo Ball, Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo's in this draft. Jared Allen and company. Let's take a look first and foremost at Chat's Nuggets. You start off with Jamal Murray at point guard, veteran Jameer Nelson, and Emmanuel Mudiay at the Mudiay. Reed isn't real. I had a feeling. Looks like Coolio. I was just hoping he wasn't actually going to be that good. Son of a bitch. Can we get an actual proper fucking roster then? We want the Wang. You're not getting the Wang. You're not getting the Wang. And on the moon. Who else has a good amount of downloads here? Paid Nuisance. Huff Hoops is out there. Paid Nuisance. What's your fucking file looking like, brother? Oh, goodness. All right. We're looking a bit better. We're looking a bit better this time out. Yeah. All right. Let's hope that one's fair enough. Chat's Nuggets, as mentioned. Shooting guards, Will Barton, Gary Harris, and Malik Beasley. Ford, Wilson, Chandler, and Mike Miller. Surprised Mike Miller's name hasn't come up at all. Danilo Gallinari, Ken Farid, and Juancho Hernan Gomez. Hernan Gomez. Nikola Jokic at center. Yusef Nurkic, and Jarnell Stokes. Not a bad team to start with, chat. Not at all. And in terms of draft picks, you have your first. No extra picks except a change in second round selections. So the question is, what approach are you going to take in season one? What approach is it going to be? No real reason not to keep Jamal Murray to see if that will go up. Is it just the veterans and keep the younger guys, or what are you thinking? Honestly, moving the veterans is probably the smart way to go, because you do got some younger players that if they play, they will develop. Or you could put picks up and go forward immediately. What do you think? Probably keep the younger guy. Well, yeah, I'm not saying you're going to fucking trade the younger guys. Get these old men off my team. All right, well, we'll go with a combination of get the picks up, and we'll go with the combination of get the old men off of my team. Untouchables, Joker and Murray. Any disagreements about how this is set up right now? Any disagreements? Any at all? Any disagreements? Okay. For Chat's Season 1 roster, head coach Mike Malone is already there for whatever it's worth. And it will be Jamal Murray, Will Barton, Wilson Chandler, Danilo Gallinari, and Nikola Jokic as the big men. Harris, Fareed, Nurkic, and Nelson off the bench. Not too bad. Not too bad. To get familiarized with my Pistons at point guard, Reggie Jackson, Ish Smith, and Bino Udrith. Oh, God. Shooting guard, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Reggie Bullock, and Darren Hilliard. Forward, Tobias Harris and Stan Johnson. Power forward, Marcus Morris, John Liu, and Henry Ellenson. Whoever made this roster loves Henry Ellenson. And at center, Andre Drummond, Aaron Baines, and Boban Marjanovic. Not a great start. In the draft, at least have my own picks. Would I consider anybody untouchable? I don't think I would. I think I'm willing to listen to offers on literally anybody. But I'm going to prioritize moving out my veterans here. The problem is I don't have enough to use a nuke here. There's just no value. So I can't even use my fucking nuke early on. My only untouchable is going to be my fucking first round picks. You are not getting these future first rounders. Leave me alone. The lineup this season with head coach Derek Goodman. Reggie Jackson, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Harris, Morris, and Drummond. With Smith, Lure, Baines, and Stanley John. Oh my God, this team is atrocious. Well, at least I have zero expectations now for this particular era. Zero expectations. Honestly, I'm hoping Chat wins it in Season 1. They honestly might, because Jokic can just be a fucking cheat code. Nuggets get the first offer of the timeline. Emmanuel Mudiay and Jarnell Stokes to the Lakers for Lou Williams and Jose Calderon. The old Mudiay at point guard. I mean, he's 20 years old, 74 overall, C potential. Lou Williams, an 80 overall shooting guard. He's not any better than Barton, though, and you have Gary Harris already. Pretty much no reason to take that. No reason to take that. Not even worth debating. Not even worth debating. Not worth it at all. For the Pistons. Hello. Marcus Morris in a second for a 2019 first. Morris is 27, only a 77. That's a yes for me. Thank you for the future first. Get out of here, Marcus Morris. Now who's the old man? Yajinka. Look to move you. Pistons are 5-12. That's a pointless trade. Yeah, because we're probably not going to hit 2019. But that's my play. You guys get a trade offer. Gary Harris for a first rounder and Doug McDermott. Again, Harris right now is your backup shooting guard behind Barton, but he's 22 years old and an 80 overall. I mean, he's the future of that position. And I mean, McDermott's just a depth forward. Again, there's really no reason to take that deal. Although Jokic is currently out for 2 to 4 weeks with a broken ankle. All right. There's another no for Chat. Nuggets hanging around 500. For me, a first rounder for Reggie Jackson and Tyson Chandler. I mean, Jackson's 26. He's not going to get much better. That is a done deal. We will see you later, Reggie. Thank you for the future first from Phoenix. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to have to go back to the slow build approach because this team is nowhere near good enough to compete anytime soon. Shot a shot with Kevin Love, and then he shot his shot and missed it every single fucking time. You guys get a trade offer here. Barton for Vonleh and a first in 2021. Again, Barton right now is fine, but you have a shooting guard in Harris who's just as good. If you move him, that gets Harris into a starting role. Vonleh, 21-year-old power forward, 75 overall. Not the best potential in the world, but you do got some older power forwards that you can move out because you're going to want Hernan Gomez to be the starter. That's a yes, if you ask me. Gets you a younger player, gets you a first rounder, clears out a bit of a log jam. There's really no reason to not take that. And then, of course, you can always flip the first later on. Yeah, chat's going to go for it. 2021 first too far. It's not, though. It's not, though. It's going to be a yes from the chat side. Again, it's a good deal for you. It gets Gary Harris to be a starter. The other guy's not going to develop. He's only holding back, right? So really no reason not to take that trade. Oh, the Pistons. Will this be the team I finally win with? LOL. I'm just intrigued now to see if chat can pull off the sweep. That's what I'm doing this for now at this point. Can chat pull off the sweep of the eras? Shout out to Jay Marty for the 43 months. Marty, welcome back. Enjoy the continual ass whooping I am receiving throughout the eras. Been over 30 years of ass whoopings. For me, Tobias Harris and Reggie Bullock for Tyreek Evans. Well, given that Tyreek Evans just ruined my fucking night, it's going to be a no. Add Tyreek Evans to the shit list with Kevin Love and Chris Paul. God, how old's Darren Williams in this timeline? 32, Jesus Christ. Why the fuck would I ever take that trade? Get out of here. Absolutely not. Tobias Harris is perfectly fine being shit on my team. Thank you. Thank you. A delay or a freeze? That is the question. Just a delay. Okay. You guys get a trade offer. The Moody I and Mike Miller for Ennis Freedom. I mean, the problem is he competes directly with Jokic. You also get Andre Roberson, who's not bad. Yeah, Moody is not a bad young point guard. Mike Miller is just a veteran forward at this point. Yeah, you really got no reason to clog things up at center. Yeah, it's going to be a no. That is fair. Totally fair. You guys are just over 500. All right. God damn it. Oh, man, I'm still recovering from the Thunder and the Clippers ruining my life. The Clippers have ruined my life for 2 straight eras now. It's pretty impressive. Trevor Ariza. No, I don't want fucking Trevor Ariza. Also, is it finally going to let me do like the whole, hey, drop this guy to the G League? It still isn't, huh? I think Randy probably couldn't with him. Has that been glitched out? Because that's just, man, Jokic got hurt again, by the way. I feel like that's just been glitched out because that option hasn't popped up at all. Danilo Gallinari for Ryan Anderson and a first. The problem is Anderson gets paid a shitload of money, so the first rounder really isn't worth it. Granted, you're probably going to lose Gallinari at the end of the year, unless you would like to keep him. But that is a lot of salary to take on for a first-round pick. A lot of salary to take on. Anybody want to put up an argument for this trade? No, they do not. Okay. We march, we move. Nuggets hovering around 500 again. A lot of injury trouble for Jokic this year. Gallinari for Derek Favors, who was 25 at this time, B- in the 79, and Raul Neto. I mean, that gets you a younger player who might get better, but how much better is the question. Looks like chat's going to go for a no with this one as well. And not the worst idea to trade Gallinari, but the deals right now just aren't clicking. We got to be coming up on the deadline here. Yeah, I do not want Mike Conley on my team. Fuck off. For you guys, that's a no-brainer. Kenny Fareed in a second for a first and Ian Mahinmi. Oh, maybe not. Mahinmi's salary. Oof. I mean, getting rid of Fareed at 27, who's like a fine power forward, but nothing special, not a bad idea, but that Mahinmi contract isn't great. How many years? Crash, it was on screen. Use your eyes, old man. Sheesh. Oh, wise one. The Oracle. Anybody want to argue for this deal? Doesn't look like it. That's also a no. Got the AI just trying to dump bad contracts on you guys. That's probably a yes. Ooh, do you want to pay 1 year of Amir Johnson at $12 million for a Brooklyn first rounder in 2018? Again, Gallinari's on an expiring deal. So this would be the way to get something for Gallinari. You never know if you'll be able to flip Amir Johnson. It depends on if you want the cap space more for potentially this offseason or if you want that first rounder. Anybody else going with the nope side aside from the grand old Oracle? Going once on yes. We got one of the no, but yes is still going to win. What do we got? What do we got? Looks like it's going to go through. GG's Crash. I haven't lost yet. I'm going to, but I haven't lost yet. Give it time. All right, done deal. Danilo Gallinari on his way to Boston for a first. And Amir Johnson, baffle. Baffle. Sweet, beautiful baffle. You'll be so happy to know I fucking lost again. I'm 0-4. Hopefully your night's going better. Guys are not already following Baffle 99 to get in the old Baffle 99 experience, you should do so. I can't imagine he loses at video games more than I do. It's not. Oh, never mind. He might. All right. All right. Chat, we want to give us chat. Also, chat, fuck you, Crash. That's well, hey. You gotta let the kids walk at some point, you know? At the trade deadline, the Nuggets at 25-27. My Pistons at 14-39. Chat, any desire to contemplate the nuke in season 1, or are you just gonna run it? The best pieces to trade away: Kenneth Fareed, Wilson Chandler, Amir Johnson. It really drops off from there. Apparently, Nikola Jokic is fed up. Can't imagine you'd want to use the nuke here. And to be honest, again, I don't really have the value to use mine. Fucking Ish Smith and Tyson Chandler aren't getting me much. Starting to think Road to Glory is not my bag. Oh no, what happened? Just in general? I imagine. All right, no nuke on either side, so we'll get through season 1 relatively quickly. That much closer to another inevitable chat victory. God. The extension deadline, we'll at least take a look. So for my Pistons, can't do anything about Bino. Ish Smith will renegotiate, but I don't want him. I mean, he is cheap enough. I'll give him that. Quarterback can't throw, receivers can't catch, O-line can't block. That sounds about right. That does sound about right, though. Oh, my coach calls it a terrible game. What do you mean you don't want to check down on 4th and forever? What do you mean? Yeah, there were some things about Road to Glory with the coach play calling that was a little bit interesting. I'm going to go with that. Political phrasing. Oh, do I want to keep Ish Smith? I mean, I got a team option on him. I'll probably pick up that option. For chat, Jameer Nelson's retiring, so nothing to do there. Coach calling 80% runs and handing him a 3rd and 10. That sounds about right. Yeah, you guys, only guys to worry about is Jarnell Stokes. You guys want to re-sign Jarnell Stokes? C+ potential, 23 years old, 69 overall. He is looking for just over $1 million to re-sign. What do you think? That's your only big decision to make. Yeah, Baffle, I had the same thing happen. Playing wide out, playing quarterback, it just wasn't happening. Sid, you handsome devil, how the hell are you? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? All right. See if Chat's Nuggets can sneak into the playoffs, and if not, it means we'll be able to get to an off season very, very quickly. It doesn't look like you're going to make it, which is probably good news. Like running back is the only move. But then will your coach throw the ball all the time? Again, I'm still mad they don't let me be a kicker. Ah, Sid, fair enough. Fair enough. James Harden, MVP in 2017. Dylan, I disagree about wideout being fun because there's a lot of times where you just don't get the ball. It's just a lot of like, hey, try to blow up the cornerback while you're blocking, which can be fun, but it does get tiresome. Your Rookie of the Year, the Embiid of the Joel variety. Sixth Player of the Year, Tyreek Evans for Nolans. Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond Green in Golden State. Most Improved, Nikola Jokic for Chat's Denver Nuggets. Coach of the Year, Greg Popovich's lazy eye. He's got one eye on you and one eye on the fucking snack machine. And Executive of the Year, Ryan Johnson, owner of the Utah Hockey Club. All right, your first team All-NBA is James Harden, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Karl Anthony Towns. Oh, imagine a center for the Timberwolves doing well. Wonder if that'll translate to playoff success. Your all-defensive team, Hassan Whiteside, Giannis, and Antetokounmpo. I'm never going to try to say it correctly, by the way. Because it's still funny to me to this day that most commentators just like people just still struggle. And how couldn't you with a name like that? Draymond Green, Avery Bradley. God, remember him. Russell Westbrook. Your all rookie team, Embiid, Ben Simmons. Remember him. Malcolm Brogdon, Ivica Zubac. And Jamal Murray for Chat's Nuggets. The Zubats. So, no playoffs for either of our teams in Season 1. Boston, for the record, is playing Milwaukee as the 7th seed in the East. But again, this means we get to go to a draft very quickly. A look at your stats in Season 1. Scoring was atrocious. Jokic did well, but Chat's Nuggets, not too much going on there. Not too much at all. For my Pistons, Tobias Harris did well. Caldwell Pope, double-double for Drummond. Tyson Chandler got hurt. Decent, but again, vast majority of these guys, there's just no way I'm keeping them long-term. There's no way. Let's see who the NBA champions will be. In Season 1, we'll have Warriors, Jazz, Clippers, Blazers, Raptors, Cavs, Celtics, and Bulls in the second round. Make that Warriors and Clippers, Raptors and Bulls. Your final, Warriors and Raptors. And the Warriors, surprise, surprise, in the Steph Curry era, win the 2017 NBA title, with Curry winning Finals MVP. I can't believe it, man. What an exciting first season. Vince Carter's gone. Not Insanity. Jason Terry, Nazir Muhammad, Mike Miller, Andre Miller, Elton Brand, the legend. A lot of familiar names that we have seen throughout the years here that have either been on our team or against our teams. I got no more in me. And Nate Robinson's got a lot of people are gone. Bargnani, Jordan Farmar, OJ Mayo's gone. Tyler Hansbrough. Jesus. Not Gary Neal. Historic changes. The new timeout system. All-star captain draft. Uniform change for the Sixers, for the Bucks, for the Wiz. And a full change for the Cavaliers. A big-time downgrade. Celtics a uniform change. Clippers a uniform change. Grizzlies, Hawks, Heat, Pelicans, Jazz, Kings. Uniform and floor for the Knicks and the Lakers and everybody. Everybody gets a new jersey. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. We go to our first draft lottery, chat, as the Pistons at number 7, Chat's Nuggets at number 12, and the Sixers in the middle of the process. Good Lord. Well, let's see if there will be any memes in Season 1 with this draft lottery. Any memes at all? I mean, neither of us are really in the running here for anything too crazy, but we might as well wait it out and see if anything happens, right? We might as well. Blazers have the 13th pick. Did New Jersey get a New Jersey? Well, no, because they're in Brooklyn. Chat's Nuggets land the 12th overall selection. And we'll see what the word is for my Pistons, if there will be any kind of movement. Any kind of movement. Spam through this now. 10th overall pick is, in fact, Miami. The 9th overall pick is Sacramento. The 8th overall pick, the Pacers. Which brings up my Pistons. You know, I can't even be excited because I had lottery luck in the last era, and it didn't matter anyway. We went through like the first 3 eras with me having no lottery luck whatsoever. Last era, I get 2 first overall picks. Didn't fucking matter. Never drew a dime. So I can't even be excited about the fact that I have a top 3 pick this year. I can't even be happy about it. Unless I get Jason Tatum, then I can be happy about it. Well, speaking of Jason Tatum, the Celtics just moved up, I'm pretty sure. Or the Hornets had that pick anyway. The Boston Celtics do have the 3rd overall pick. Down to the Mavericks and the Pistons. Am I going to win another lottery? Jesus Christ, I won another lottery. Apparently, all my lottery luck was saved for the 2010s from the 7th overall pick up to number 1 for the Pistons. And somehow it still won't work out. Correct. Jesus Christmas. All right. Another number 1 overall pick. And it's, I have no confidence I can make it even matter. The 2017 NBA draft, I do have to make the pick. And I'm clearly going to take Markelle Fultz. There is Lonzo Ball. And his knee is of a 70-year-old man. Oh, but I could take De'Aaron Fox. I could take Luke Kennard. I could take OG. I could take a Finn. You know, it's got to be Jason Tatum. It's got to be. You could take Derek White, true. Jason Tatum, welcome into Detroit. Happy to have you here, but I'm so sorry you're going to waste your career. You're going to waste your career because I can't win anything. Chat's Nuggets up at number 12. You do have to make the pick. A reminder of what the team looks like. With Jamal Murray, Mudiay, and of course Jameer Nelson said he was going to retire, but he didn't. Shooting guard, of course, you still got Gary Harris and Malik Beasley. Could use a forward. Power forward, I mean, you got Noah Vonleh and Hernan Gomez. You don't really need power forward. And then center, you got Jokic. The biggest need right now is forward. But top players out there right now. De'Aaron Fox is still there. Bam. Jared Allen. Anybody here further down? Nope. Those are the top players by rating, at least. On these draft classes, do players live up to their real life skills? Or can it be totally different? They can live up to their actual skills. Sometimes it can be different, though, in terms of the development if they go to a team that doesn't really play them. Chat shouting out OG. Anybody want to disagree? I mean, he is the best. I mean, with respect to Darius Evans, he is the best forward available, and that is your biggest position of need. I mean, otherwise, you're looking at creating a log jam at point guard. Shout out to Derek White. But you do have De'Aaron Fox out there. Shooting guard, no one that really lives up to that hype level. Same at power forward, unless you really like Kyle Kuzma. And then center is Bam or like Jared Allen. So, it looks like the vote here for chat's selection is either De'Aaron Fox or OG. What will it be, chat? What will it be? The choice is yours. Do you go for the Fox, or do you go for the Anunoby? Or the Anunoby? I guess it is. The Anunoby. This is a terrible draft. Hey, Jason Tatum. First overall, baby. Will it be De'Aaron Fox or OG Anunoby? Best player available versus position of need. Who you going for? Who's it gonna be? How's it gonna be? Who's chat taking here? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who can it be now? It is OG. And Anunoby is the pick of Indiana. Next pick is in the second round for the Nuggets. I mean, you guys pretty much know how this works in the second round. Andor Baja is Faja. Honestly, I mean, A- at 21, 68. Couple of rando second rounders. Connor Evans at 23. Honestly, do you take that first trade because why not? Or do you kick the can down the road? Get you another forward. I don't think that's a bad deal at all because we know there's nobody left in the second round with how these drafts work. Any disagreement? I think you'd be kind of dumb not to take this. I mean, unless you wanted to get second rounders down the road, but any disagreements? You take the Star Wars character for 2 second round picks. It looks like it. Here you go. It's a good deal for you guys. I had no second round pick. So we're going to get Jason Tatum first overall. Lonzo Ball and his old man knees. Somebody warned him not to wear his fucking dad's shoes. It's not going to help. Wow, Donovan Mitchell fell to 10, huh? I wasn't expecting that. Fox went 14th to the Thunder. Bam's off to the Knicks. Just to see how that first round played out. There you go. So for the rookie signings, pretty straightforward. I mean, Andor was just drafted too, so that worked out pretty well. For me, Jason Tatum. There you go. Terms of options. I mean, I might as well keep Stanley Johnson. I'm going to keep Ish Smith as well for cheap. For you guys, it's Harris, Nurkic, Mudiay, Vonleh. All those make sense to pick up. Reaver was like low to mid-70s. Kevin Durant might be immediately leaving the Warriors, which is why this era is fucking stupid. Because, like, can you beat the Warriors? And then he just leaves at the end of the first year anyway. So who cares? We could have had a Bill Russell era, for fuck's sake. Not going to qualify Reggie Bullock, but I will qualify Caldwell Pope. For you guys, no qualifying offers to worry about. So, free agency. Chat has $32 million to... Oh, good. Steph Curry's a free agent. What is the point? What is the point of this era? If Steph Curry and Kevin Durant's When it's supposed to be, oh man, can you topple the war? What is the point if they both leave at the end of the first year anyway? This is stupid.